weddings, parties, graduations, parades, festivals, and more. These are just some of the reasons citizens and organizations may wish to rent facilities or utilize property owned by a public entity. However, the users of these tenant spaces are not covered under your organization's insurance program, exposing your entity to the possibility of being drawn into unnecessary claims. For VRSA members, however, there is access to event coverage through our partner, GatherGuard. GatherGuard offers a low-cost insurance policy to protect the citizens or organizations called tenant users of the facility or space, as well as the public entity.
It's been beneficial to us because we have facilities that we rent to groups and individuals, and not everybody has homeowners coverage or a way to get liability coverage, so that has been beneficial in helping us cover their liability for their events.
Event coverage applies to bodily injury or property damage arising out of the use of the public entity's premises by tenant users. The premium costs are paid by the tenant user and are based on several factors, including the nature and length of the event, the number of participants, and the level of risk.
We had a lady, she was celebrating her 80th birthday, bless her heart, and she lost her balance and went to put her hand down on the windowsill, and instead her hand went through the glass and broke the glass, and she fortunately wasn't hurt, but we were able to use that insurance to replace the glass, which the train station is rather old. It dates back to the early 1900s, so it was a little more expensive, but it covered it. It was no problem whatsoever.
To make it easier for citizens, many public entities choose to post the application on their website.
So the City of Williamsburg rents our community building, and we have it online. We have an application that's out there, and they have to apply. And also you have to give us evidence of insurance. And so we put that link right on our website, so it takes them right to Tulip and makes it an easy tool for them to use.
Some of the bigger entities obviously will have their own insurance, like large nonprofits, but a lot of the smaller entities or individuals, that's where we get involved. Through the application process, one of the questions that we look for is whether or not the individual or entity is insured, and asking them to name Nova Parks as an additional insured, meeting our limits. In some cases, that individual or group doesn't have coverage for the event they're anticipating, and then that's where VRSA comes in for us, where we'll direct them to the VRSA program, again, to provide them that event or one-day insurance policy that provides us with a safety net in the event that something happens at their event that's unforeseen.
To utilize the program, public entities can provide their venue ID code to the tenant user, or they can search for the name of the public entity on the GatherGuard website. From there, a tenant user answers a few basic questions and receives an online quote. If they decide to purchase coverage, they can pay online and the coverage is bound. A certificate of insurance is automatically sent to the local government tenant user and broker.
When people come to us to rent one of our facilities, we give them a little sheet that explains to them how they have to cover their event liability-wise, and that is one of the options that we present to them. It's a great program if you do any type of rentals or events, such as festivals and the like. It's a very affordable, reasonable option for them to use.
For more information on VRSA's event coverage program, visit our website at www.vrsa.us.